Picture this. Your in-laws are en route 2 days away from arrival. You haven't slept, let alone thought about deep cleaning the house, buying the gifts, don't know where the wrapping paper is, and you're still feeling guilty about the Christmas cards that didn't get sent out last year. I hate to break it to you, but you might be overcomplicating your holidays. That was me for far too long, so in today's video, we're gonna have a little inspiration / tough love session so we can learn how to get our homes ready for the holidays. Hi, I'm Lindsay, a former teacher DIY renovating our 71-year-old ranch-style home in Seattle, one new skill and project at a time. I make videos about interior design so we can learn and style our homes together. Now, I might be sharing this list, but that in no way implies that I do all of these things. Every little bit of tough love I'm throwing at you, I'm tossing right back at me too, and likely I'm talking to myself, or my former self, because maybe it's something that I learned a while back that made my life so much easier around the already difficult holidays. It's a stressful time. Why would we want to make it harder? Let's look at some ways we can make it simpler and get our homes happily ready so we can enjoy the decorating part, not fear it. I think my mother taught me this one best, and that is be your own guest. Yes, be your guest. Be your guest. Walk through your home like you're a guest in the space. Consider how a guest would feel entering. How do you want people to feel when they spend time in your home? Comfortable, relaxed, even loved? A few simple tweaks can make all the difference and help your guests feel exactly the way you want them to feel so they want to come back over and over again. How does it feel to walk up to your home? Do you feel welcomed? Do you feel excited to go inside? Do you feel overwhelmed by the cobwebs and dust and grime? Simple things like a good porch sweep, dusting cobwebs out of light fixtures, and a new doormat can make a huge difference here. Where will guests set down packages, handbags, coats? There's nothing worse than entering a home, having no idea what to do. Where does my coat go? Do I leave my shoes on? Where do they go? Am I staying in this room? Which bathroom am I using? And you really want to think about all these things before you invite people over so they feel cared for immediately and that there's sort of a routine on how you host guests. Taking a few minutes to clear some space in your coat closet, put out a boot tray, hang some hooks near the door for coats. Consider clearing horizontal surfaces like entry tables so that people have a place to put things down, and even adding baskets for storage on the bottom shelf if you have one can make entering your space feel effortless and comfortable. How does it feel to move around in your home? Just like Audrey Hepburn famously said, take one thing off before leaving the house. That doesn't just go for jewelry and accessories, it also goes with the accessories in your home too. And often, all of us who love interior design, we just find little ways to bring new things home, little tchotchkes. When you're entertaining and you're expecting a lot of people for a party or overnight guests, having more horizontal flat surfaces available for just the comings and goings of people and their clutter can make a big difference in how comfortable it feels to be in your home. Consider furniture placement and arrangement and the activities you plan to do in a space. Will you watch TV, sit around and talk? Serve dinner for 6? It's not very fun to balance a paper plate full of food on your knee, so what small changes can you make to ensure that everyone can enjoy your space comfortably? What could you let go of to make more space for movement? ADA compliance isn't just something that people designing retail stores should consider. It's also something you should consider in your home. When you add more people into a space, often you need a little bit more space to move around. Removing some small pieces of furniture, even temporarily, can make a huge difference. Are the things inside of that small storage cabinet things that you need hand access to, or could they go to a more deep storage place somewhere else in your environment? You can donate or even sell small pieces to make a little extra holiday spending cash too. Story time! I have been selling so many pieces of furniture that we've eliminated from our home design and furniture arrangement on Facebook Marketplace. It has been so exciting. I have made quite a bit of money that I've been able to put towards other home projects, other furniture purchases. I've freed up a bunch of space, been able to bring in some new to us vintage furniture pieces that are so much better suited for our home and for entertaining, and it feels so good to send these pieces off to new homes. It is time to ask yourself, how would you enjoy being a guest in your guest room? I know, it's a hard one. The best thing to do is to spend a night, sleep in the sheets, experience the whole thing. But if you can't do that, maybe just spend a little time in there. Take a suitcase in with you, try to put it down. Can you even open it? Is there a place to put it? Are you bending down, hunching over the floor, searching for an outlet to plug in your phone? These are all things that it's hard to really understand unless you spend time in the guest room space. And often we spend some time cleaning and putting things in there like sheets and towels, but we don't really go the full extra mile of understanding how it feels in the space. Lay on the bed. Is it comfortable? Are the sheets soft? Is it cold in there? Is it a draft? Can you adequately close it all up? Does it have curtains and window coverage so that it has privacy and also you can control the light for sleeping? I feel like there's a few minimum requirements that you have to do to just be a good host. You must have a bedside table. It must have a lamp on it. The lamp must have an easy to access and super simple to find on and off switch. A dimmer, bonus points. That's even better. You can really fine tune it. Another thing that's really nice to keep in your guest space, maybe under the bed or just put it out when people are coming by, is a fan. Some people like a little cool air on them. Some people like the noise of a fan. Some people travel with a fan. On the other end of that, extra blankets. Great to find some sort of storage, whether that's a blanket ladder or a basket on the corner, somewhere where you can put a few extra cozy things. That way, in the middle of the night, if someone's cold, they don't have to just suffer and not be able to ask you for help. In today's day and age, it's imperative to have some sort of posting in your guest room with your Wi-Fi information. Don't make your guest use up all their data and have a little midnight panic attack when they finally go to bed and cannot log in. You want to make it super easy. I just bought a tiny frame at a local decor store, printed off our credential and left it on the bedside table. That way nobody has to ask for it and it's super easy to find. A folding luggage stand, room spray, or a seasonal candle can go a long way to making your space feel cozy. Next, put away stray items, but do it the smart way. I have 2 strategies to share with you so that cleaning up doesn't become overwhelming. First, clean one room at a time. Here's what I mean by this. Put a basket or a tray or a bag near the door of the bedroom, for example. Go around cleaning the room, vacuum the room, change the sheets, make the bed, put away clothing, fold clothing, dust surfaces, all the things, but do not leave the room. If you find anything in the room that needs to go somewhere else, stray items, put them in that basket. And then once the whole room is clean, then you can take that basket bag of all those stray items and distribute them around the house. I swear I can get very distracted while cleaning and focused on decorating and cleaning and renovation and putting things away and bringing things in, and I've got this thing from Amazon, and it can get just a little bit overwhelming, and I can find that the time slips away and I don't feel like I've accomplished much. I've just been running around from end to end of the house trying to put things away. I feel like this strategy cuts all that out, immediately gives me something visual that I can say, hey, I accomplished that. That room is done. After I'm done, I can quickly distribute everything and then move on to the next space intentionally, rather than just going squirrel shiny object all around the house and wasting time. Another simple strategy for cleaning things up that I love is so simple: set a timer. You can go as simple as setting one on your phone using your timer app, which I do all the time. You can ask your smart speaker, I won't name her, to set a timer. Do that all the time too. Or I also, especially for desk work, love this little cube timer that Travis snuck in my Christmas stocking one year. It's got all these different minute increments and you can flip it over to the time that you want and it starts ticking it down on this little screen, and then it will give you a little alarm sound when the time's up, and then you can reset it. It's just another fun way to keep track of your time and really focus. And I find, especially if I don't want to clean but I have to because, you know, guests and things are happening, setting a timer and just power cleaning, even if you hate cleaning, even if it's a mere 15 minutes, can make a huge difference. I'm the kind of person who likes to knock out all the cleaning in one big day, but you could also do it in little increments and they'll really add up over time. Now it's time to set the scene. We're not decorating yet. We're just getting ready so that once we are decorating, we can really enjoy it without just having to do all this like other cleaning and stuff in the background. Gather up all your out of season decor and put it out of sight for now. It's okay to put this in garbage bags and sneak it in the back of the closet or out in the garage just to de-stress. Find a lower stress time of year year to worry about or really devise a plan for your organizational system, it's okay to just tuck it aside and get back to that in January when the calendar is a little lighter. Start making space for holiday decor now so you can actually enjoy the process of putting it up. Sometimes when you have to rearrange your whole living room to fit your Christmas tree in it, it makes the project a lot bigger and then you put it off longer. Procrastination kills creativity, so it's one of those things. Do it in steps. I've already made a very intentional space for our Christmas tree with a Halloween spooky tree. It was a fun decoration addition to our living room. It added so much fun and ambiance. You can see it when you open the door for trick-or-treaters, which is going to be so fun, and it created a beautiful space ready to go for the Christmas tree. So once Halloween's over, we're swapping those trees out and boom, it'll be Christmas. I can focus on the ornaments rather than rearranging the furniture yet again. While you're at it, do a quick declutter. The holidays naturally bring in a lot of new clutter, whether that's holiday decor that's not usually around your house, to gifts, to things that you buy, DIY, make, wrapping, everything. So do yourself a favor and clear a little clutter before all that stuff starts coming in. The average family has 39 pairs of shoes, 90 DVDs, 139 toys, 212 CDs, and 438 books and magazines, so it might be time to do a little pre-Christmas decluttering. Focus first on the spaces that guests will see. Think living spaces like your living room, dining room, den space, bathrooms, kitchens, and guest rooms. I have a couple quick strategies to make decluttering super simple and hopefully somewhat painless. The first one is the donation box. I love to put a box or bag near the front door while I'm cleaning the house. As I'm moving through spaces, I'm looking for items that we can let go of, things that are collecting dust we're not really using and might be better in a new home. As I'm moving through, I drop things off in that box, and when I'm done cleaning the whole house for the day, I take that box down to the donation center. I reward myself usually by a quick trip into the thrift shops and look around, see if I can find maybe one or two new treasures as a little reward for myself, and I always find that it's super motivating to get to that point. Another strategy I love to use is the 90-90 rule. When I'm holding something in my hand, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, is this something that I want to keep or let go of? I ask myself, have I used this, actively used this, or appreciated this in the last 90 days? Do I plan to use and or appreciate this in the next 90 days? If the answer to both of those questions is no, and it's not a once a year type of item, then it might be time to let it go. Next, tackle nagging cleaning tasks. Clear the cobwebs, clean your windows. It's time to tackle all those little cleaning tasks you've been avoiding. You may not notice it anymore, but I guarantee you guests will, and it's gross. I know I always feel better when I have people over, when I know that my house has been deep cleaned. Tackling these little nagging tasks that are not so fun to do bit by bit prior to the holidays will ensure that your home is holiday ready by the time your guests arrive. I hope you're already doing this, but just in case you need this reminder, dust. Dust everywhere. Dust everything. Dust under things, not just around things. Move that lamp. Dust the lamp itself. Vacuum the lampshade. There is more dust in your house than you ever could imagine. And cobwebs? Yeah, they only are visible once they've collected enough dust to be visible. They're up there. You just can't see them. I'm no germaphobe, but I like a clean house, and it's not that hard to achieve this. Dust every horizontal surface. Dust the back of the TV. Vacuum. Not just the rug you can see. Vacuum under furniture. Use the different settings on your vacuum for vacuuming carpeting and hardwood. Use that hose and the attachments. Those are all for a reason, and they will help make your home beautiful. Often we're looking around and we're not appreciating things in our house. A good cleaning might help us to appreciate them more. Wash draperies, pillow covers, throw blankets, anything that's like touching your face or hands on a regular basis is definitely going to need to be cleaned. You have like a dog bed with a removable cover, throw that in the washing machine. I recently did that. I could not believe they came out like brand new dog beds. I was shocked at how much dirt came off of them, and I'm a little grossed out that it took me so long to do that. So now I'm adding that into my monthly cleaning routine because it's obviously actually so necessary. Wash your shower curtain. This is a big one people forget to do, especially before guests come over. Ours is white, so obviously I can see if any dirt gets on it, but even if you can't see dirt, it's in the bathroom. It needs to be cleaned. Another one is the shower curtain liner. Some people buy the plastic ones and you can spray that down and clean it in your own way. I personally prefer the fabric kind because I can sanitize it in the washing machine regularly. I can wash that thing every week if I want to and really keep it fresh for longer. And if your shower curtain or shower curtain liner is a lost cause, it's okay to update it. Those things are being constantly used every day, multiple times a day in many households. When you're inviting guests into your space and they're sharing that space, they want a clean environment. They should have that. Clean your TVs and other electronic devices with screens with a microfiber towel and a special cleaning spray. I'll link the one I use down below. Does your dog watch TV? Our puppy loves the TV, and sometimes she gets overly excited and she'll try to like lick other dogs by licking the screen. If you've been thinking about it forever, it's time to finish the unfinished. This is probably the thing that I've been thinking about the most. I have so many projects, future projects, unfinished projects, taking space rent-free in my mind that it's time to pick a couple and finish them before the year is out so that we can enjoy them over the holidays. It's okay to pay for a little convenience here. If you want to throw a little money at a year-old problem that you haven't gotten around to doing, that's okay. Whether that's hiring a professional, buying a new tool to make the project quicker and easier, if it's gonna help you to get it done, it's money well spent. It's also okay to opt for a little convenience. Maybe that's going for peel and stick wallpaper in the dining room rather than that designer real wallpaper that you've been eyeing online. If one is gonna be quicker than the other and one's gonna get done and one's never gonna get done, I think you have your answer. Now that we've done all that, it's time to start digging into the fun stuff, and that's by doing a little pre-decorating. Pull out all the warm and cozy accessories that need to take the place of all the seasonal stuff you removed back in step 2. Knit toss pillow covers, those fluffy, fuzzy, luxurious throw blankets. They just make it feel like wintertime wonderland, even if we're not going all the way to the holiday decorations quite yet. It's already getting cold. It's a great time to sort of get cozy. Once you're ready to decorate for Christmas, you'll be ready to focus on that rather than doing everything else. Hang your outdoor lights early, especially if you have white ones. They'll add a little bit of shine and sparkle to your porch for Halloween, and you'll be all set. You won't have to worry about figuring out when to hang them in December. Before you go to any stores this season, I'm serious. Curate your holiday collection. I know we all have our holiday decor and we've got it from various sources. Maybe some of it's been passed down through family, maybe some of it came from our childhood, and then probably we purchased some on our own in stores as we've seen beautiful things. Maybe you're a vintage shopper, collector, or maybe you love new things. Regardless of your personal decor aesthetic, it's good to curate your holiday decor collection, especially before you buy anything new this year. Gather, sort, organize, categorize, and label all of your holiday decor. This means everything. Outdoor Christmas lights, indoor ornaments, wreaths, wreath hangers, literally everything. Make sure you pull it all together in one place. I like to use a rectangle of cardboard to wrap my Christmas lights so that they don't get tangled and they fit a little easier into a box or bag. Organize things into sets. Maybe if you have more of a rustic set of decorations and then some years you like to go more traditional, elegant, it's good to box and bag them up in groups so that you can pull out a group and get to work on decorating. It makes things a lot simpler and you won't have to bring every single thing in from your storage area. I also love to use those big black storage bins, the black ones with the yellow tops. I'll link them down below in various sizes. They're big and I can organize all my decor into one set that stacks easily in our garage. I like to organize the bins in categories like tree decorations, porch decorations, table decorations, so that when I'm pulling things in, I know exactly what I'm getting. I hope it goes without saying, but purge anything you're not planning to use. This doesn't necessarily have to mean donating, but it might. You could use resale apps to get a little extra cash if something has value, or you can pass it down to other family members or friends. A lot of us are holding on to childhood sentimental decor, but maybe we're not actively decorating with it in our homes every year. I would suggest boxing up all your childhood sentimental ornaments in a separate box, clearly label it. That way, if you want to reminisce and go through them or create some sort of childhood childhood memorabilia, Christmas tree, design moment in your home, you'll have it all in one place. Don't buy any holiday decor until you have done this and you have a clear idea of what you have. Even taking pictures on your phone and referencing those things when you're buying new items can help you avoid mistakes in purchases. Often we go to stores before we've pulled out our own holiday decor, we already own more than we need, maybe talking to myself here, and we get wooed by the displays. We're buying a lot of gifts for other people, so we want to treat ourselves and buy something fun for the house. I personally find that this leads to a lot of bad purchases, redundant purchases, and often wasted money during a very expensive time of year. I may recommend products and decor to you, but I'm never going to encourage overspending. It's really important that you take a look at what you have and remember that this is once a year decor. My biggest rule for myself this year is I'm not allowed to buy any new holiday decor unless it comes from a thrift shop and it's of good quality. I found some beautiful new pieces for a steal at my thrift shop recently. I'll be sharing those in the upcoming holiday decoration videos. Subscribe. It's really exciting when you can find something beautiful and brand new for like $3 and save so much money. And honestly, if you're like me, you might not need to buy anything this holiday. You probably can shop your own collection. Once it's organized, you'll get newly inspired and invigorated to use it in new ways and really cultivate the style that you already own. Next is a really fun one, but one that even I forget, and that is remember to relax. My current fun and frugal faves are a hot cup of tea at the end of a busy day, an electric blanket in front of the television, and making some time every week or two to bake cookies. I just finished my annual rewatching of Gilmore Girls, which is like comfort food for my brain. All these things are helping me to feel less stressed and more able to enjoy the holidays and look forward to all the fun things we have planned. I'm also gonna put in a plug for getting ready for bed early. Spending about an hour in bed before you actually go lights out. I've been getting ready for bed around 9 o'clock and hitting the sheets, maybe with a good book or a little Gilmore Girls, a little hot tea, calming my brain, quieting my mind, getting cozy and cuddled up. Once I turn out the light at 10, I am fully ready to sleep, and it's been amazing. It's leading me to wake up and feeling more refreshed and just generally ready to take on the day. I also love to unwind with a little bit of journaling, and this 1 sentence a day journal from Gretchen Rubin is my favorite. One sentence is a low enough commitment that makes it feel doable, yet you be shocked at how much you remember about a day when you read back a 1 sentence that you wrote from like a couple of years ago. I'll link it down below. It makes a great gift too. The last step, and possibly the most fun, is make your design plan. Before we start decorating, we actually need a design plan, right? If you're anything like me, you like to mix up your holiday decorating style from season to season, and gathering some fresh inspiration can be just the ticket to help you see your existing decorations in a whole new and fun way. Make sure to subscribe and tap that little notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. We're going to be deep diving into all the different ways to approach holiday decorating this year and making our design plan together. Yay! I am so excited to pass out Halloween candy, but I am even more excited to put up my Christmas tree. As always, these are my opinions, so don't forget to share yours in the comments down below. Don't go yet. If you like this video, you're going to love last week's deep dive into all the options for transforming your dark and narrow hallway into a beautiful, curated space that you love, and I'll see you over in that video.